Hello guys, Mother Nature here. Now today I'm going to talk about two herbs that I use on a regular basis, and the reason why I use them daily, and the reason why I use them so much is because they're really loaded with lots of nutrients and they have great benefits for your health. Now the first one is rosemary, and rosemary is high in lots of nutrients. It has vitamin C, iron, calcium, and vitamin B6. So those are the vitamins you get from rosemary. Many people think of getting vitamins from their vegetables and their fruits, but you can actually get lots of nutrients from your herbs. Now, a reason why you want to be using rosemary on a daily basis is because it has lots of antioxidants that address many health issues. The first one they address is inflammation, digestion, and blood circulation. It increases the blood circulation in the body. Now, if you tend to have lots of problems after a meal with digestion, you want to definitely be having maybe essential oil that you can put into hot water and drink after a meal. But you can also make a great tea with rosemary to drink afterwards to help with the digestion of the meal. Now, rosemary is also excellent for brain health. It helps with concentration and memory. And the best way to use rosemary is to use it in essential oil and to fuse it into the room. So when you are studying, if you have a lot of work to do with your job and you find that you're losing your concentration, diffuse the essential oil of rosemary and you will see that it really helps to revive you to be able to concentrate on what you have to do. Now, there are studies done on rosemary also helping to recover after a stroke. And this is because of a substance in rosemary called cartonic acid. And this helps because of the blood flow. It helps to create blood flow in your brain. And as when you have a stroke, this is because of lack of blood flow. So if you have a stroke, you definitely want to be consuming rosemary to make sure that you are having blood flow to the brain, to make sure that to help to not have a stroke again. Now, there are studies done on this, and I will be posting a link on all of these studies. Also, this cartonic acid also addresses eye health. It helps to also improve your vision. Now, studies have been done also on cancer, particularly breast cancer and leukemia. And these were done on rats, of course, but there are studies done on how it has addressed these two diseases. Again, you will have the links and you can look at the links for more information. Now, another reason why you want to use rosemary in your cooking is because when you cook your food at very high temperature, it creates lots of toxins, especially when you're cooking with meat, like meat or chicken, and you're grilling it at high temperature or you're frying. Toxins are created by this high heat. And when you use rosemary counteracts that negative effects of the toxins. So this is another reason why you always want to season your meat with rosemary, especially if you marinate your meat with rosemary like the night before or a few hours before. It really helps to minimize the toxins when you are cooking the meat. And lastly, rosemary is actually good for scalp health. It helps with hair loss. So one way to help your scalp to be in good condition is you can put essential oils of rosemary in your shampoo. Or another way is, what I like to do is to mix essential oil in coconut oil and then massage it into my hair and massage it into my scalp and leave it for a few minutes, and then I wash it out. And I find that it helps with the health of my scalp for my hair. So those are all great benefits that why you should be using rosemary on a regular basis. Now, the next herb that I love to use is sage. And sage also is very nutritious. It has potassium, magnesium, it has vitamin K, it has folic, it has vitamin A, it has beta-carotene. So these are all great vitamins that you think of getting maybe from kale or spinach, but you can also get them from a lot of your herbs. Now, another great benefit for sage is that it's also great for brain health, just like rosemary. It helps with memory, it helps you to maintain your memory. Other benefits from sage is that it helps with blood glucose. So if you're diabetic or you love to eat lots of sugary snacks, you want to be having sage in your diet constantly on a daily basis. Also, studies shows that it helps with lowering your cholesterol levels. And I will be posting links again to these studies. Now, sage also helps with gum health. It helps to prevent plaque from building up on your gums. So this is another reason to be using sage. You can mix it in some hot water, let it sit for a while, and then you can gargle with it. And this is a great way to maintain the health of your gums. You can also chew on it. So there are many ways you can incorporate sage into your diet just by flavoring your foods. Now, we think of these herbs just for flavoring our foods, but of course, as I've been mentioning, that they have so much great benefits for our health. And lastly, sage also is great for cancer as well. And I will be posting the links for those studies for sage. And that's it for those two herbs. There are many herbs that I will be talking about that also gives great benefits, not just for adding flavor to our foods, but also give great benefits to our health. And we want to always be using these herbs on a regular basis. Mother Nature provide us with all the nutrients and all of the things that keep us healthy. So we always want to be going to Mother Nature to get all the things that will keep us going for the day and for the weeks and the years to come. Now, I just made some tea of sage and rosemary. And all I did was I boiled some water, I put the fresh herbs into the cup, and I let it sit for about 5 minutes, and I added some cardamom spice and nutmeg, and those also have great benefits. And I have mentioned the benefits of cardamom and nutmeg before in my previous video. So if you haven't seen that video yet, please go back and you will see all the great benefits you also get from different spices. So that's it for now. Until the next video, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the notification bell so that you will be informed of my future videos. So thank you guys, and that's it, and take care. Bye-bye.